For most of us, driving is an everyday necessity we use to get to and from work, school, stores, or anywhere outside of walking distance. Unfortunately, the convenience driving adds to our lives also comes with a host of problems. I'm sure I'm not the only one who has received the dreaded parking ticket because I could not find available parking or because the meter expired while I was gone. Or what about the frustration of being late for class, work, or a meeting because you cannot find a better route past an accident? Or one of my biggest driving pet peeves, sitting at a red light for what seems like an eternity, even while there is no cars coming from the other direction. Currently, there are a few technologies on the market that may solve some of these problems. For example, there are mobile apps that show available parking spaces, let you pay online, and also let you know how much time is left at your meter. There are also mobile apps like Waze that update and calculate the fastest route for drivers to take, allowing them to avoid traffic jams and accidents. In addition, sensors in certain parking lots and garages will sense when there is a car in the parking spot, and a light above the spot will change colors, indicating to the driver which spots are available. For the most part, however, these solutions are not centralized and often require the users to operate a mobile device, which is extremely dangerous while driving. This is why IntelliCity was created. IntelliCity aims to utilize emerging technologies like the Internet of Things to help major cities across the world become smart cities by solving parking and traffic issues and becoming safer and more efficient. By using sensors and cameras in parking spaces, at intersections, and on the roads, IntelliCity can collect and analyze an incredible amount of data for the city. This information can be relayed directly to drivers through their Internet of Things connected vehicles. This information can then help reduce congestion and emissions for any given city by directing drivers to available parking spaces, redirecting drivers around heavy traffic areas, monitoring and controlling traffic lights to keep traffic moving, which will ultimately lead to reduced fuel consumption and vehicle emissions. A smart city utilizing the IntelliCity software will reap a number of benefits. 3 of the most important benefits are outlined here. First is that it makes parking easier. Easier parking will lead to more spots being filled, which will lead to more money for the city. Next is the reduction in city traffic and congestion. By gathering more data and monitoring traffic lights, it allows the city to change the lights and reroute traffic. This will reduce traffic in highly congested areas and at peak traffic times. Finally, it makes the city safer in a number of ways. By reducing congestion, that means the roads will be much safer. And by keeping traffic moving and the driver spending less time looking for parking, fuel consumption and vehicle emissions will be reduced. While there are a number of benefits to the city that IntelliCity provides, there still are a handful of risks to be considered. The first is consumer skepticism. People don't like to have their privacy invaded, and some people may see the sensors, cameras, and monitors as a way to be tracked. Another risk to the system could be incorrect rerouting. If the system navigates drivers through areas that can't handle high levels of traffic, this could cause an even bigger problem than the initial traffic jam. One final risk is distracted driving. While the use of hands-free navigation in cars is much safer than using a mobile device, it is still distracting, and if drivers are following a navigation screen or listening to directions, they might get distracted. Advances in technology are allowing humans to do things we never thought possible before. We at IntelliCity want to use the Internet of Things to create smarter, safer, and more efficient cities worldwide.